Welcome to Tifa's Crab Shack. Welcome back, vintage gamers, to a Wednesday Night League where we are brewing and experimenting inside of the vintage deck building space. Today, Final Fantasy card, Tifa Lockhart. 1/2 Trampler, legendary creature, human monk, 1 in a G, 1 in a G. Yeah, why not? 1 in a G, 1 in a green. Has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double Tifa's power until end of turn. So I've been struggling trying to figure out the exact space I wanted to play a league with Tifa in. I built a mono green Fastbond lands style deck with her as an alternate win condition that did not perform very well. I built an infect style deck with the cards Scale Up and Berserk, and I was a bit unimpressed with that build as well. A little vulnerable to the removal we currently find in the vintage format. So we're trying something completely different today, and we're going to put Tifa inside of Crab Shack. What's Crab Shack, Justin? Oh, you don't remember? Famous vintage Crab Shack from 2021? Crab Shack is a deck that was popularized a little bit when Fastbond was released from the restricted list. It is a Fastbond blue combo deck. So with Fastbond and Hedron Crab, if you have an Orboro, Palace of the Clowns, which you can play and then return to its hand with its own mana, and then replay with Fastbond as many times as you have the life to do so. Or you could have a Simic Growth Chamber, which will return itself when you play it, and play it as many times as you have life to do so. Sometimes you don't even need to pay life if you have a Glacial Chasm in play. And then you mill your opponent out with a Hedron Crab. So same idea here. We're going to have the Hedron Crab mill plan, but we're also going to have a Tifa plan. So if we have a Tifa in play and we do the same kind of Oboro or Simic Growth Chamber Fastbond shenanigans, we can make a very, 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 very large trampling Tifa. To support this, we're going to throw it inside of a bunch of blue counter magic. We've also got the blue delve spells, which we haven't seen in a while on the channel. Obviously, stock up is the more popular thing to do right now, but if you Hedron Crab and you actually target yourself with some mill, you can get some very easy dig through time and treasure cruises. These kind of cards go pretty well with Gush. We also have some Daze for our mostly island mana base. And then we are going to splash black for Demonic Vampiric because we're also going to get Aluris in here with only Tifa and Hedron Crab as our non-zero permanents. And then, yeah, lots of blue spells. We have just enough blue to get a nice looking force mana base. And then I'm going to support everything here with the crop rotation. Crop rotation will help us find Oboro or Simic Growth Chamber for our Hedron Crab Tifa combo. But it can also find things like Glacial Chasm and protect us from Wasteland. I am choosing to forego Saga and Strip Mine in the main. I'm going to put the full anti-dredge package in the side here, though. 1 Strip, 1 Bog, and 1 Tabernacle, which should help us a lot in a Bazaar matchup if we so find ourselves in one. We are going to put the Lantern and the Crypt in there as well to go looping with Luris. I have some Collector Roofs, some Consigned Memories, and some Force of Vigors for those pesky artifact decks. Flusterstorm for there's a bunch of combo running around, things like Doomsday. Then I am going to put some Dismembers in the side just to try to slow Mono White initiative down. Yeah, that's what it is. So we got Tifa's Crab Shack is what we're going to call this deck here. Hedron Crab and Tifa and Fastbond. Let's see how it goes. Looking to win your own pieces of paper power? Join me at the Oklahoma Land Run July 17th through 20th, where you can find Reserve List Proxy Eternal Magic the Gathering. Friday, Team Trios, Legacy Modern and Vintage, followed by a Saturday Legacy main event for an Ancestral Recall and a Sunday Vintage event for a Mox Pearl. Can't make it to Oklahoma City? I'll be a special guest at the Steel City Spectacular August 14th through 17th in Pittsburgh. This CEDH main event will also feature a Legacy Battle for Duels and a Vintage Battle for a Black Lotus. 15 Proxy Vintage with a Black Lotus as the main prize. I hope to see you at these amazing Eternal Magic the Gathering events. Let's battle. All right, here we go. Welcome Welcome to round 1 of our Tifa's Crab Shack League. We have a Hedron Crab, a Tifa, an Oboro, but we do not have a Fastbond. I can't imagine we could ever pitch this hand, especially because Matthias has liked to play Jewel recently. So we'll probably have to keep our Force of Will hand. Ah, Sphere Shops. Well, I guess a cool thing we can do here is we can play Oboro, and it is immune to Wasteland, kind of. I would like to play my Palace in the Clouds, please. I like that. I like it. All right, Workshop and another Sphere. Okay, another Sphere seems very prohibitive. We get rid of this Time Walk. Because next turn we can at least play a Crab. We have a follow-up. A 1/1 Stone Coil Serpent. Huge. All right, I will deploy the Hedron Crab. Your move, opponent. Your move. Wasteland. Rest in peace. Are you gonna hit the Oboro or are you gonna hit the green source? Please hit the Oboro. That'd be so much better for me. It's a tough choice. Ah, green source. Unlucky. And a 4-drop? Another Stone Coil? Oh, a Crucible. All right, well, that's notably bad for me. I think we'll probably play a Johnny and Cloud in the challenge because that deck has more chances of winning in a challenge than this one does. That was my logic. I don't think I can remotely beat a Crucible of Worlds. Is there any chance I can ever beat a Crucible of Worlds from this spot? I mean, maybe I can just Hedron Crab every turn. Hopefully I don't hit the Saga till late. I don't know, I guess. I don't want a Mental Misstep. I think I'm probably supposed to concede from this spot, but that's okay. Conceding is for the weak. I had to counter second Sphere. There's no way I'm just like holding open for 2-mana Force. It didn't like look like my opponent had a Wasteland, but then they just slammed Crucible Wasteland, so. Gonna hit my Oboro. Do it. Do it. You won't. They won't. Damn. We're dead. We've been dead. Now we are very dead. We lost the game when the Crucible resolved. Nothing else mattered. All right, the good news is I am prepared. I have Force of Vigors and I have Consigned Memories. I probably also bring in Strip Mine. And then I have a Flusterstorm I can take out, a Mental Misstep I can take out. Maybe a Mindbreak Trap on the play. Probe is pretty bad. Maybe Gush. Gush is pretty bad. Maybe Gush on the play is fine. Maybe it's just Brainstorm. It's a lot of blue cards, but it's probably fine. I don't actually think Collector Roof is good here. Not against this deck. All right, our hand was not bad. This hand, why do we have Underground Sea in our deck? Why do we have an Underground Sea in our deck? So I could buy Luris, but then I can't hold up Consign. It's probably just a mulligan then. It's too bad. We have multiple Moxen. I'd really like to keep this hand. I think this hand would be quite good if we had a green source. But I mean, is one Consign good enough? We just have too many dead cards, right? There's probably just too many dead cards. Okay, here we go. This is a Fastbond away from a turn 2 lethal. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to deploy the Tifa. I'm gonna fetch a basic forest so this can get a basic island. All right. Yeah, Hedron Crab can target us for delve spells. It's a lot better. It's a lot of mana from Clap over there. Is this a dismember? Damn. All right. I'm not going to lie to you guys right now. Being able to crop rotate for a saga would be pretty good here. It's fine. All right. That is good enough. Nice Urza Saga. It would be a shame if something happened to it. I'm gonna go get a Surveil land. Crab. So this is the part I hate about Crab Shack. Am I supposed to freaking keep this crab? Is this even good? Do I want this? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's the whole point of my deck, but it's horrible. I like if I have to find Ancestral. We can't cast Luris. We have no black sources. Ah, the Aboro would have been with our Hedron Crab. Oh man, we're so dead. I don't know, man. All right, rest in peace, Surveil Land. That would be good if I had a black source. We actually would have almost had the Hedron combo. All right, if I find a black source, I can vamp for a Lotus, and I can go Luris Lotus, then I can rebuy Hedron Crab. Maybe we're cooking. Maybe we are cooking. Crop rotation. Can crop rotation get us a Lotus? Well, maybe if I had a Saga. All right, so I can end of turn crop rotation for an Underground Sea, and then vamp for a Lotus, and then go Luris off of Lotus and replay Hedron Crab. Maybe. Vexing Bauble. I mean, I kind of care. If I want to vamp for a Lotus, I care. Fuck it. I'll force it. I prevented them from drawing a card. Well, it's going to be a long stream, isn't it? I bet they have a Dismember. What else can they possibly have in their hand? All right. I will crop rotate this forest for a Underground Sea. And then I will... I guess I didn't need to, right? Because I could crop rotate for an Underground Sea and then vamp for another Underground Sea. Yeah, I probably didn't have to counter the stupid bobble, but it's fine. Oh, I'm not even supposed to get Lotus, am I? No, I probably am supposed to get Lotus. I get Lotus. Yeah, I should get Lotus. I don't trust this Ancestral. Because I can still get a Crab. This play was bad. Maybe they'll Mind Break Trap my Crab. All right. Oh, I can get back Tifa. It's got to be better than a Crab. Needle. All right. I will return the Oboro. Rip my combos. Hey, not me. Remember? This is why I put the Simic Growth Chamber in my deck. Where's not me? Nami said, why do we need a Simic Growth Chamber? The fool! I need to be right about something. I can't just be wrong about everything. Golos Tireless Pilgrim. Uh-oh. This Caracas is pretty good against my legendary creature. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they didn't get Caracas. They got... Oh, they had Caracas in hand! I hate this game so much. All right. If I get a Fastbond, I can still... I guess I can't win because they just have a Caracas. So I guess I am Dedge. Am I Dedge? Turns out our deck sucks. Who could have seen this coming? Not me. I have a Strip Mine, right? But then they just Inventor's Fair for a Crucible and I lose. So it doesn't actually help me. This game sucks, man. They were just sandbagging Caracas in their hand the whole time, then they rip a Golos, and then they have Caracas and the best cards in their deck. I mean, I played really badly. I played really, really badly. I was not supposed to force the Vexing Bauble. I was supposed to let the Vexing Bauble resolve and then just vamp for a fetch land and play Luris, Hedron Crab. This was just, I played badly. I deserve it, for sure. Yeah, even if I get a Strip Mine, this doesn't help me, right? Because I just get Crucible locked. So I will just get black, and I will play Luris, and I'll play Lotus. That way I can still play Hedron Crab next turn. But I'm just dead. I'm super dead. No, I mean, if I want to win with the bad cards, I need to play well. It's fine. It was just it was an incorrect use. So like, like theoretically, right? The Vexing Bauble represents a redraw as well, and they had no action for multiple turns. They were sandbagging Caracas and probably more lands in their hand. Maybe they were sandbagging Needle. Maybe they had a Dismember. Who knows? But like, this just gets Crucible, and then it gets Wasteland, or then it gets, yeah, it's super lost. And they bounce Luris. They also have Nettle Cyst. I need Ancestral right now, and then if Ancestral can hit me, Crop Rotation, Fastbond, or Fastbond, Simic Growth Chamber, we can still win. So this game's still winnable. I just need to draw like Ancestral. I drew Hedron Crab. So I will have double crabs, but I'm just gonna die too fast. I guess I don't need to play a crab yet because I can replay this Lotus and make them keep bouncing my Luris at least. I'm almost dead though. I guess this next Luris won't be able to replay crab because I will be out of blue mana. It's not great. Yeah. I don't know if like playing better would have helped, but certainly wouldn't have hurt. Days. Okay, we're done. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Maybe Justin will play better. Maybe Justin will keep unkeepable hands. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this hand. How many sources do I have? That's not the right deck. That's not the right deck either. That's the right deck. So all the tropical islands are good. That's 3. All the fetch lands are good. That's 7. Oh, sorry. This is 5, 6, 7, 10, 15. Not very good. Not very good. I have 2 forces versus a non-Luris player who mulliganed. If they're on Dredge, this hand sucks. If they're on Jewel, it's good. If they're on Mono White, it's can be good. Well, as long as I hit 1 land, it's fine. I'm gonna mulligan. Sure. This hand looks totally acceptable. I almost wish I had just played my lands deck, but it's fine. It's gonna be okay. This deck doesn't have a lot of lands in it for Fastbond. The true lands deck that I made has like 30 lands, but this deck has only like 20. This deck is more of a blue deck than like a Fastbond deck. All right, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire. I mean, this should be mono white then. I just get caverned. Oh, Grim Monolith. Okay, so it was Jewel or Raker. So I have great regrets on not keeping my original hand, but this is still pretty good. Another crop rotation. I don't think another crop rotation is particularly good here. I'm not even sure these crop rotations are good in general. Last time we played crop rotation on the channel, it did not go very well. Otter. All right, so Tinker PO. So this just needs to hit like a stock up or something. A Mana Crypt. I guess that's pretty good. They're going to hold Mana Crypt. So if they have another PO, we die. And these crop rotations just do nothing, right? Because we already drew Oboro. Yeah, they just do nothing. So I guess we play Oboro so that we can still have to get a Surveil land. Somehow, I don't feel like we're going to win. How could that be the case? At least with my deck, not me. We could like Wasteland. I guess we would have died to the PO on turn 1. Never mind. Fetch double crop rot might be lethal. It might be. I don't know the answer to that question. I haven't done the math. Fetch triple crop rot? All right. Surely that's good enough. All right. Get in there, Tifa, for the natural kill. Surely they don't have any way to bounce this Tifa. All right. I would like to start by fetching. Double my power. I am then going to crop rotation my tropical island. Does that resolve? They have a Mana Crypt in hand, so they only have 1 spell. All right, I'm going to get a fetch land. Double my power. Then I'm going to fetch. And I'm going to get another tropical island. And double my power. And then I'm going to crop rotation. They have a counter spell? Wow. It wouldn't have been enough with 2 crop rotations. We needed the full 3 crop rotations. But we have the full 3 crop rotations. Yes! Oh my lord. There's no way. There's There's no way that just happened. All right, crop rotation. I take back everything I said. You're a perfect magic card. Nothing could ever go wrong. All right, I'm gonna bring in Collector Roof and Vigor and Flusterstorm. I think I'm gonna be boarding out some crop rotations. I know what I'm gonna board out Daze here on the draw. I don't think Daze is pretty good, get very good against my opponent's deck. And then I think I'm gonna board out crop rotations 3x. Yeah, I don't think it's good here in this matchup. Actually, this matchup I shouldn't need a Glacial Chasm, so maybe I can keep in a crop rotation. Yeah, there should be no need for a Glacial Chasm in this matchup. All right, let's hit submit. That is a crazy post. That is one of the better screen grabs I've seen. All right, I have a cap. The natty Tifa kill. If you can call it a natty Tifa. I'm not sure you can, but... No Saga. Saga, I don't think is good in this deck. You can try to convince me otherwise, but I just don't think Saga is that good, especially restricted. The card is just not strong enough, especially when you don't have any Moxen. I think this hand's bad. I can't really trust this Brainstorm to get me out of it. I have so much counter magic in my deck, surely. Okay, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. This is good. It's not the best, but it's good. Sully, your deck is just a normal deck with some bad cards in it. Like, maybe some point when we get bored of other things. But I've already made 2 VV videos. We got to make some other videos here. All right, what do we got? Another Force. I love it. All right, Oboro, Hedron Crab. If we can draw an untapped green source next turn, we can kill them with Fastbond Oboro. The good news here is Nami was once again wrong, because if this was another Oboro instead of a Simic Growth Chamber, we would not have any green mana. I gotta get a couple in, Nami. Every time Saga would be a good crop rotation, you can say something. I'll allow it. All right. Can we get there, though? Blue mana. Mana Vault. That is a mental misstep, for sure. I will snap off a mental misstep on every Mana Vault my PO opponent ever plays. What? What? Good misstep. They're forcing back. That's acceptable. They pitched Tinker to do it. What? How much life do we need? I don't know. Oh. Yes, it's a crab. I got confused because my opponent said what, and I was like, "What do you mean what?" I meant to miss at the mana vault. They're like, "No, the crab." I don't think we need very much life to kill someone because it's 3 mills and they have 50 cards. Should be fine. Though currently we don't have an untapped green source, so probe. Is it worth it to probe? Yeah, probably. All right, show me your secrets. PO Vamp Top. All right, we're going. We win. Do we win? I don't know. I didn't do the math. Oh, wait. I should have just used my blue mana. Whatever. It's fine. Do I have enough now? Surely I have enough now. Hopefully I didn't kill my ruin my plan here. GG's. All right. Did I have enough life? So let's see. I get to play another 13 lands times 2. I don't get to mill them all the way out. I get to mill them to 3, which so the not paying the mana for the probe did hurt me here. But it would still win the game. The PO deck can't win the game if their whole library is in their graveyard, so I think it's okay. But yeah, I should have paid blue mana with my Oboro to cast my probe because I had the growth chamber in hand. So it was a slight mistake. Because yeah, I can only play 13 more lands, so I can only mill 39 more cards, so they'll be at 2 cards. If I had 2 more life left, I would be able to mill 1 more time, or I can mill 2 more times and still have up force. So yeah, slight mistake for sure. All right. Hello there. Welcome back to round 3, where I have a cat. I have got a crab as well. Keep. Mox, Underground Sea, Defense Grid. Seems bad for me, so I will force it. Doubt they have a Daze in their Defense Grid deck, but there's no reason not to play out the Jet. Hopefully we can not counter something this turn, so that next turn we can hold open Hardcast Negation. I assume this is some kind of Storm deck. Some kind of... Saga Gaming. It's pretty good here. Because I want to just play counter Magic. It's highly unlikely I'll have a hard cast Force of Negation this turn, so I kind of want to play my fetch land so that I can surveil land, Time Twister, Mystical Tutor, Ponder. Because I expect my opponent to just go for constructs here. I'd be pretty surprised. Oh. All right. Well, I guess if they have like a Tinker, they win. Not much I can do about that. Oh, they just wanted to duress. Okay, so this should definitely be a Storm deck. We're going to try to surveil land into another blue card. I still want to mill them, I think. Obviously, it fuels up. Yeah, it's a Dark Petition Storm deck. I still want to... I mean, it's kind of bad into like a Yogg-Will, but it is pretty good at getting rid of their win conditions. I could like... Yeah, I don't think Target Myself is that good either, so... I'm looking for either a Mox or a blue card here. It's going to be like a Tifa. A Daze. A Daze is not bad. So I think it's actual factual Dark Petition Storm and not the Perfect Storm, because I don't think you'd play Defense Grids if you had Force of Will in your deck. I mean, I can't self-mill pick up Lurrus. I mean, I just don't think Lurrus is useful here. I think holding open Hardcast Negation was a much stronger play. Lurrus is just... There are just so few cards in my deck that Lurrus gets back. It's just not very good. But yeah, I guess theoretically we could have just got a normal land, self-milled ourselves, and bought Lurrus. That is definitely a valid thing we could have done. And probably something I should have at least considered. Is there any reason not to force this? Or to force this? So, like, they could theoretically have... Like, I really want to be able to counter Yawgmoth's Will. I don't know if mana matters. I guess theoretically they could have I mean, if they had a duress, they would have already cast duress, right? So if they have another payoff, so I guess if they have a second Dark Petition in their hand, it's better if I counter this now. So I'd love to be able to like maybe counter the Yogg-Will that they get off of it, but I think there are a series of cards in their hand that would end badly for me. I really wanted to draw a Gush there. Well, like if they have second Dark Petition, then that means they can get a duress off of this Dark Petition, and then duress me, and then Dark Petition the second one. So I think you're wrong, Chess. All right. Well, I correctly played around what they had. I made the right play. I just lose, so it's fine. I did fuel this Dark Petition, but I did fuel this Yawgmoth's Will, by the way, with my Hedron Crab. Don't think it would have mattered. I'm pretty sure this Dark Petition for Yawg-Will is always lethal anyways. Yeah, I don't want to add lures to the hand. I want to represent Hardcast Negation. I don't know. I just didn't add lures to my hand. I think I still lose if I self-mill, so I think it's fine. My opponent had multiple payoffs and a duress and a defense grid, like and a black lotus, like and a dark ritual. Their hand was extremely good. I don't know. I don't know why people are surprised. I don't think you're supposed to self-mill there. I think self-milling there does not do anything for you. Whereas if I hit my opponent's Yogg-Will with my mills, then I probably win the game. Like if I hit Yogg-Will with any of my mills, chat, they have to go for Tinker, I guess, instead. Like their deck is really weak to random. Like if I mill over Bolas' Citadel, if I mill over Yogg-Will, like there are hits that instantly win the game. I'm not bringing in Consigned Memory, no. I am just going to bring in Collector Roof and Anti-Graveyard and Flusterstorm. I know it shouldn't need Glacial Chasm here. And I probably... I have a Bojuka Bog. I'm bringing in a Bojuka Bog. Oh no, not like this, chat. Come on, pull it together. I think I probably need to trim on like some Tifas or something. And some crop rotations. I guess it makes my Bojuka Bog a lot worse. I probably just need to get rid of all the Tifas. Because getting rid of the Hedron Crabs is a lot worse because they're blue cards for force. Why would you want to play strip mine, Chess? What are we strip mining? Think about it. Please. Put some thoughts. I guess I can take out a forest. Or is a forest better to take out than an island? I'm not sure. Why don't I use Sylvan Library? Sylvan Library is not a very good card. It's slow. It gets hit by Bowmaster and Hull Breacher. It's just not a very strong card in Vintage anymore. Hedron Crab. All right, well, now I would... Okay, I mean, this is pretty close to a lethal, so I probably have to keep it. I'm going to play the Fastbond, because we don't think they have forces. And I don't want to get to rest. And then I can play a Collector Oof. I think a Collector Oof is better than getting a bunch of Hedron Crab triggers. And then we're just drawing to any of our crop rotations. We're drawing to our Ouroboros and our Simic Growth Chamber for lethal on the next turn. No targets for duress. All right. Crop rotation off the top. Collector Roof number 2. Okay. I'm just going to hold on to this Bojuka Bog for later when maybe we mill them with a crab. We can definitely lose here just like through Dark Rituals, but it is a lot harder to lose. And this is definitely the point where I'm very happy with my sideboard plan of keeping in all my crop rotations. So I have lots of hits that instantly win the game. Opponent looks like they have a double ponder hand, which is pretty good. Ancestral Recall is pretty good as well. Should win the game. Let's see what happens. Yeah, crop rotation. All right. Growth Chamber. Oh, I boarded out the Chasm. It should be fine, because we can just mill them and then Bajuka Bog. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. That's a big win. On the draw, game 3. I don't need a Chasm. It does not stop Tendrils. Chas, are you trolling me? Oh, no, no, no. Wait, it does stop Tendrils. Tendrils is deal damage? Does Tendrils lose life or deal damage, chat? Someone tell me. Isn't it lose 2, gain 2? Okay, he's trolling me. I'm being trolled. Oh. Focus, focus. Loses 2 life. Ah, I am being trolled. Okay. All right, back to playing a game of Magic. Submit. I like had I second guessed everything I knew about Magic for a second there. All right, all right, all right. What do I got? I've got crop rotation, but am I supposed to keep this with no forces? I can't imagine I'm supposed to keep this with no forces. But I do get the hold open bog, which is something. But it seems like it's probably not good enough, right? I mean, this hand wins on the spot with a Fastbond draw. If I get duressed on turn 1, it's not that bad for me. I'm going to keep this hand. My opponent has like 4 duresses in their deck, right? And defense grids and stuff. So like going and mulliganing to force doesn't seem like always a good idea. Like obviously I want a force in my opening hand. But yeah, like against this hand, against the Thoughtseize, this hand's actually really strong, right? I don't know. It's not a straightforward choice. Like there's pros and cons to going either way. I assume they just take crop rotation. If they have another spell, then maybe they take probe. They took Mox, so I can't hold open crop rotation and play Hedron Crab. I guess that's fair. That is a terrible card here. Maybe it's a good card if we live a turn. Let's see what they're working with. Dark Petition, Duress, Fatal Push, Defense Grid. Wow. Those are magic cards. Okay, well, I guess I am going to play the Oboro and play a Hedron Crab. That hand does not do anything. I'm glad I didn't mold to force. Yes, that one is a good troll chess. This is in fact a position where you boarding in strip mine might have been good. That one I'll allow it. The demonic tutor is gone. Oh, do we win? I don't think this wins, right? Because we don't have. What if we crop rotate the Oboro into a Simic Growth Chamber? But we can't. That won't do it. Well, what am I missing here? If I play the Fastbond, I no longer have green mana. Oh, I just have the Ovoro in play. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm like trying to figure out a way to get Noboro, and I'm staring at Noboro. I don't know what the hell is going on with me there. All right. We got there. What was going through my brain? The wheels were churning. Oh, I was like trying to figure out how to play a fast bond and crop rotate, which I can't do. I was like, all right, I need to figure out how I can maybe crop rotate this Oboro into a green source, and then I'm like, oh wait, that doesn't work. All right, Crab Shack. Broken deck, apparently. Tifa, too strong. Okay, here we go. Round 4, 2-1 with Tifa's Crab Shack. This hand... I wish this crop rotation did more, man. I wish I had something I could do with the crop rotation when I already had the Oboro. But I have turn 1 negation hold up. It's probably correct. No, not like an Urza Saga. Something better. Better, chat. I want better than Urza Saga. I want it to, like, draw me a card. There's no lands that draw cards. It's a damn shame. Bazaar of Baghdad, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that does fit all the criteria we have suggested. Morsa has not revealed a companion, so unlikely to be Luris Cats. Maybe Vivi? Maybe some Vivi? I'm not, like, I wouldn't crop rotate here, though, so it's not that big a deal. Crab? Oh, no, if I play Crab, I can't hold up Hardcast Negation. That's fine, I'll play a Crab anyways. It's gonna get Pyroblasted. I'm gonna mill myself, though, right? I got a Treasure Cruise stockpiled here. Fastbond, Tifa. No! Why did I mill myself? There was the Fastbond. Oh, man. Brainstorm? I feel like Brainstorm's kind of shit here. All right, hopefully I don't have to negate anything, so I can still cruise. They might have a hold breacher. They have a braid on my Hedron Crab. All right, he's dead. He tried his best. He did his best. I guess I didn't want Fastbond anyways. It's okay, we have Luris. Eventually we can Luris it back. That's not happening. I mean, they probably have a Pyroblast, but... How do I win this game if I don't Treasure Cruise, though? Whatever, man. Don't care. Tifa? Should I buy Luris? Is that a good play? I guess so. This crop rotation, still not doing anything. This Luris has... I have no black or white mana. I guess I can crop rotate into a black source. Another Tifa. Yay. I will double my power. Coward! They just milled over a treasure cruise? That's not a good sign, chat. That's a very bad sign. It's a very, very bad sign. I don't know what that means, but it can't be good for us. Ah. It was, in fact, not good for us. Noted. Really did not want to draw the third Tifa. Yeah. I think at some point in this game, I would have crop rotated for a Saga, and I would have gotten a Black Lotus, and it would have been good. That is unfortunate. I mean, we have a Glacial Chasm. What about Glacial Chasm? You want me to go get it? Seems a bit premature. Another Astrologian's Planisphere. Things are bad. All right. But maybe we'll draw something good. That could happen, right? That's pretty good. All right, I'm going to cast Crop Rotation on my forest. Am I getting countered? What are they dead to? Fastbond kill? All right, I'm going to get the Underground Sea, and I'm going to double my Tifa's power. I'm going to play a Jet. And then I'm going to play a Luris. And if they don't have a Force, I'm going to play a Fastbond. GG? Oh, I knew they had a negation. That's the only thing that made sense. But they should have negated my crop rotation, it looks like. All right. I haven't bounced my Oboro yet, right? So I can return my Oboro and play an Oboro, and I'll attack for 4. If they want to trade, that's okay. I have more of that. I have more Tifas where that came from. Boom. All right. Okay, that was a pretty good sequence, actually, all things considered. I see the line. It's Wasteland. Oh no, my Oboro. Well, Oboro is dead, chat. Well, at least I've got crabs. Was there a reason not to get fetch off of the crop rot? Yeah, because I didn't feel like getting a fetch off the crop rot. No, I should have gotten fetch off the crop rot. You're right. You're right. Could have gotten extra damage in. Maybe we'll draw. All right, they've already used both their delve spells, right? So the only way this can go badly is if my opponent has a breach in their deck. Which, I mean, they're playing red, so they probably have a breach in their deck, but I mean, I already have delve level, so. All right. I am going to save the target. Get in there. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. All right. Well, we have an army. They have a hero. We have some crabs. Who will win? All right, I will block with a crab. Why not? I can just get it back. Crab. You got me. Oh no! Wherever will I find more crabs? I don't know what that was all about. They want to get some misstep value. They have lightning bolts in their deck. They must have breach, right? Strip mine and wasteland, huh? Blue red tempo. It's been a while since I've seen a blue red tempo. Hold up, wait a minute. Crab. Yeah, that's fine. You can use a force on a crab any day. All right, so can I? So how much do I can get if I crop rotate now, and I crop rotate for Oboro? Well, we don't win, right? Because we don't have a fast bond. We can get a fetch land for 2 triggers to 4, which is not particularly good. We could get a Simic Growth Chamber or an Oboro, so we can keep milling every turn. I think I am supposed to not cast this crop. I guess I can crop rotate off of Hedge Maze and get an Oboro so that I can hold up in Force of Will, right? I want to hold up in Force of Will on their turn for like a breach. So I'm gonna get an Oboro, and then I'm gonna mill them. I haven't played a land yet, right? This turn I drew crop rotation. Oh, I guess if they strip me, then they strip me. Yeah, that's okay. I think I just have to live with that. We still haven't seen an Underworld breach. Preordain, yup. If they can give this thing trample, maybe it would be good. They went top, bot, no bottom. Brainstorm. Ooh, they drew a 3rd card. More triggers. Hopefully they don't have Fling. They have 13 cards left in their deck. I guess if I go Oboro, return to hand, they can... That's fine, right? This card is fine as well. I don't think that matters. Okay, they're tapped out now. So it's correct to return Oboro. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we keep it. Okay, so we get to return another crap. Oh, now we definitely win. I guess I will just play the. So if I play the Fastbond and I have to force, they've already used Misstep though, so I only have 1 green source now. I guess we are winning this game. I probably should have replayed Oboro first to see 6 more cards before I played this Fastbond. I probably should have went Hedron Crab, replay Oboro, mill 9, and then go Fastbond Oboro. That would probably have been slightly better. Okay, so blue-red tempo. What do we want to do about blue-red tempo? I am going to bring in this Bajuka Bog and Soul Guide Lantern, I think. Yeah, they had 1 card in hand. It was not Mental Misstep because they'd already used Mental Misstep, so it was safe. What? Okay. I don't really know what I'm supposed to bring in here. Am I supposed to bring in Dismember? Doesn't feel like I need to bring in Dismember. Just like take out these Dazes on the draw. But the Daze is like typically pretty good against their deck that's like using their mana. Maybe it's just like Vampiric Tutor, 1 Daze. I mean, I want to have my basics this time for sure. So I definitely want my my crop rotations. Maybe I don't want Soul Guide Lantern. Maybe I just want Bajuka Bog as an option to crop rotate for. Maybe we didn't. Maybe they probably have a bunch of lightning bolts, so maybe we just trim a Tifa. Well, negation's like terrible against their deck, actually. Like, what am I negating, right? There's like nothing to negate in their entire deck. I guess we could negate the Planisphere thing, but who cares about that card? Yeah, let's do this. I don't think Oof is good or Vigor. I think the next card in is Dismember, right? Maybe we should have one Tutorable Dismember, but like maybe we should have one Tutorable Dismember. All right, let's try that. We added a Black Source to our deck with our Bajuka Bog, though. That's just good deck building. Fastbond turn 1 with Tifa. Sure. I'll keep. Kept the card on top. Forest. Fastbond. Resolves? Wait a second. That's like really good for us. So I can use Hedron Crab to mill myself here and then dig. I just need to hit a bounce land, maybe. Leave the Fastbond in the yard so I can get it back with Luris. Here's an Oboro and a second Crab. I assume they don't have a Force at this point, right? So I guess I shouldn't have played the Tifa. Yeah, this is fine. I need to save targets. All right. Turn 1 kill. Ooh, I didn't mean to pass through that. Oh. Wait, is Crab Shack good? Fastbond Gush, huh? All we did was get clapped in this league. Everything else is going great. The King has returned. Return of the King. Absorbent 3 is back playing MTGO leagues. I have not seen this player in quite a long time. I am excited to play against green cards. Let's see how this fares. Usually has a lot of removal. This is a Tifa or a Crab away. Can't imagine not keeping this one. Fastbond is a little vulnerable to things that Absorbent 3 likes to do, though, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Definitely not going to play out the Jet. I don't have any more lands, though, so hopefully I don't get Wastelanded. I think I have to keep this hand. I have I have 8 hits, so... that's getting dazed. Sorry. That is a brutal daze, by the way. Boom! You didn't see that one coming, did ya? Yep. Yep. I could... No, he used Elvish Spirit Guide to pay for it. Oh my god, a classic Absorbent 3 play. A classic Absorbent 3. He's too good. Yeah, I guess I'll mental misstep this thing. I need this jet to pay for my Tifa. The reason I didn't play the jet on turn 1 is because opponent likes to play a lot of forces figures and stuff in the main. That would have been a nice one to mental misstep though. A Goyf? 2 cards left in my opponent's hand. A land. So this land can go get a surveil land, right? I think I'm gonna play out. I guess I don't need to play out this tropical island. No, I want to be able to get a surveil land and crop rotation, so it's fine. I'm gonna play out the jet as well. I've decided against it. I can hard cast a daze this way. Opponent, there are currently no fetch lands in the yard for this Deathray Shaman, though. So maybe I shouldn't fetch. It's actually quite possible I just am not supposed to fetch at all. We are still in a pretty good spot, though I think we're now at a life total where drawing a crab is not enough. Which is, I guess, kind of unfortunate. So we'll have to get like a glacial chasm to like fully combo. I am gonna wait on this surveil land. I don't want to put a land in my yard. All right, so now we have an Oboro. So now if we draw a crab, it is enough because we can crop rotation for a glacial chasm. Let's get an Oboro in play. And then we'll pass. So I think at the end of this next turn, we will use the surveil land because we're so close to winning. What a weird game. Classic Absorbent 3 gameplay. All right. Little Goyf getting in. Someone might get paid out in this league. There was not many 4-1 guessers. We do have to beat Absorbent 3, which I don't always do, so. All right, let's go fetch Hedge Maze. Vamp Tutor. I guess I'm supposed to take Vamp Tutor, right? It's a little on the slow side, but... So... It's not too slow. We win on the next turn, so... I think we're fine. If we need to, we can rotate for a chasm on their turn as well. Because Crab is going to be lethal, right? Unless they have a removal spell. I guess I'm supposed to... Oh, actually, am I going to have enough mana for the Glacial Chasm? Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so... Yeah, I Vamp. I go to 7. I can go to 5 off of Deathrite Shaman. I mean, he might have an Abrupt Decay or something and I lose here, but... I don't think I'm playing around that at this point. So I play a crab. Yeah, I can definitely lose the interaction here, sadly. Oh, what is this? I don't know what this... Oh, Pyro? I shouldn't have fetched. I guess I'm getting Pyroed. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I could have done about this besides not fetching ever. Yeah, I guess that's true. Then they would just Pyroed mid-combo. I guess I just need to take this to the dome and then draw another one next turn. Because crop rotation for Glacial Chasm doesn't beat Deathray Shaman. So should I have gone Tifa? I don't think so. Going Tifa seems like a little bad. This is all a little bad, isn't it? What was this? Yeah, besiege you on my fast spot. Okay. Am I ever going to beat Absorbent 3? Because I think the answer is no. How does anyone ever beat this guy? He's got the best deck. Uncounterable, destroy my combo. Oh, I die now unless I crop rotate for Chasm. That's super unfortunate. That is so bad for me. I have to crop rotate here for a Chasm. Because like freaking put a landed enchantment in the yard. We have infinite landfall with Oboro if when we had a fast bond, but now I'm not gonna have the black. I wanted to do crop rotate for a black source to play my Luris. Oh, my opponent might not know that Glacial Chasm doesn't stop Deathray Shaman. That could happen. That could definitely happen. Okay, so I probably need to draw an Underground C so I can play Luris and then replay Fastbond and Crab. That's a Mox Jet. No, that's not a Mox Jet. That's a Mox Sapphire. So that doesn't do anything. All right. I think that means I'm going to die. Damn, I thought we had this game, but I should have known my opponent had Pyroblast Beseiju to stop our combo. Silly me. Yeah, I guess there was no way out of this for me. They just have all the good cards. Spirit Guide to play for days. It's too good. So I don't have 4 life to pay for this Glacial Chasm. Or wait, is it? Yeah, I don't have 4 life to pay for this Glacial Chasm. I drew a Tifa, but she is not going to be enough. I'm going to die to 2 Deathray Shaman activations. So I will concede. Classic. I have Dismembers. Those are coming in. I think that's it. Negation probably comes out. Obviously, there was a bunch of negation targets there, but I think in general, it's not that good. Flusterstorm is not that good either. I guess Bajuka Bog might be a little bit better than Flusterstorm with their Deathrite Shaman. Probably not, but... Alright, try that. He had all the angles covered. God was uncounterable fastbond removal. Everything. Yeah, I'm leaving in days. I think it's still good against my opponent's deck. My opponent's deck gets very choked on mana. Well, I mean, I can't ask for that much more than this, so... Leyline of the Void. That's fine. Alright, basic forest, fast bond. They have mental misstep? What am I? Why I can't beat this guy? He's too good. I don't know how anyone ever beats Absorbent 3. He's a beast. Bloodstained Mire. Can't cast this Treasure Cruise. He got me with the Leyline of the Void. Oh, man. I'm doomed. So it's just Jund, huh? Goif? Goif? Leyline, not a combo. Oh, Fear of Missing Out. A classic. I will just dismember this thing. What is this? I'm getting Spirit Guide Veil of Summer. What is happening? Brother. I'm gonna play a fetch land, a double power, and I'm gonna surveil land. Double power. Gush. Yeah, I probably want Gush. All right, 2 cards left in my opponent's hand. Goif. No. My Tifa. Vylaris, I guess. I'm gonna die to this thing. Maybe I can crop rotation for Bajuka Bog and kill Tarmogoyf in combat. Wasteland. F3, 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 F3. Psych! I still think I'm dead. I drew the other Delve spell. Maybe he'll be afraid of Tifa. He is not afraid of Tifa. Jesus. Not afraid of Tifa? Must have a Boseiju. That's one of my black sources, so that's not bad. Hedron Crab. That's a blocker, right? We keep that? That's a blocker? Attack. I don't think I'm winning. I think I'm going 0-2 against Jund. Jund is Crab Shack's kryptonite. No, no, no. If he wants to take Lurrus, I guess it's fine. If he wants to take Force, so be it. Can't mill my opponent either with this crab, huh? Took the Force. Oh, now I get hit for 5. I kept my card on top. You can get Fastbond if you do this. No fear. Not a single fear. Now they just bolts my crab and I die. Oh, I guess I could just not attack. Then how do I win? I don't. Just no fear? Nothing? I can't believe this Leyline hit both of my delve spells. That's crazy. This is the only cards that affects. I guess the Luris as well, but. Black Lotus. Hold up. Wait a minute. I can cast 8 mana Cruise, or 8 mana Dig, or I can cast Luris of the Dream Den. Can buy me two combats. The problem is Cruise and Dig means I'll never play Luris, and I have to use my land drop to get there, so I can't win the game this turn. So, well, I can't. I have to use all my mana to do this. So I can't unless I drew exactly Emerald Crop Rot, which would give me 2 power, 4 power, 8 power. It would not even kill them, right? Because Fetch Land's not enough. I don't know the answer. Well, I mean, I can cast a Delve spell. I just don't think I can win if I cast a Delve spell is the problem. I still don't think I can attack either, though, right? I mean, I kind of want to attack because I want that to be a Crop Rot is lethal, right? Yeah, I have to attack because I need a Crop Rot to become lethal. No, I have to attack if I want to win this game. If my opponent has a removal spell, they have a removal spell. Like, I can't play around a removal spell here. I need this 8 power to be lethal so that if I draw a Crop Rotation, I can make Orboro 1, fetch land, Orboro to 2, fetch land to 4, land off of fetch land to 8 for lethal. Well, Luris blocking gives us a turn. They have Dismember, so we're just dead. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do, man? How am I ever gonna beat Jund? If like they Dismember here, I lose all my creatures, and then I have no play anyways, right? So it's fine. I have to play to win. That's so frustrating. that wins. Wait, would this dig would have won? No, the dig doesn't win because I don't have the mana to play a Fastbond and play Growth Chamber. All right, I will never beat Absorbent 3. He's too good. Not a bad showing. 3-2 was one of the higher betting outcomes, so people had some belief in the Tifa Crab Shack. 3-2, we get our money back. No, I don't have a land drop, Jess. I don't have a land drop, Jess. I don't have a land drop, Jess. So yeah, not bad. I don't think Tifa added anything to this deck that couldn't be done with more Ruin Crabs or just more blue spells or anything like that. So yeah, not a Tifa showing, but we did get one very nice Tifa kill with triple Crop Rotation. So I think it was worth it. We can definitely bait some people into the full video with that nice natural Tifa. No Fastbond combo required. That was pretty sweet. Actually, the whole shell worked a little bit better than I thought it would. I have played Crab Shack on the channel before, and it has always been awful. It's always been very, very bad. Um, I do still think it's awful. I feel like we've faced some matchups that it wasn't as bad into. Like, this deck is seriously never, ever beating Luris Frog. Ever. Um, we kind of faced some combo, which I think this is like an okay deck into. I guess Shops, we had a problem, but I don't actually think Shops is like that bad of a matchup. I think you can beat Shops. We kind of got clapped on by Matthias. And then, yeah, like you saw how good Absorbent 3 was against us. Like, now imagine they have Force of Will, and they have Fatal Push, and they have whatever, Bone Masters and Frogs and stuff. So, yeah, I would not recommend ever playing this deck, but it is certainly close to playable in Vintage, and can be a lot of fun when things go right. So, shout out to Tifa. We got our nice Tifa stream in here. More Vintage content with more Final Fantasy cards on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.